Hello students, this is Nilofer, Miss your SS teacher. Today we are going to start chapter 16, Climate. Climate is an average of atmospheric conditions over a long period. You have heard this word many times. Already you knew that what is the climate? Climate is an average of atmospheric conditions over a long period. Generally, climate is determined from the average weather conditions of summer, winter and rainy season of a place for about 35 years or more. How is climate determined? It is the average weather condition of all three seasons, summer, winter and rainy, of a particular place for about 35 years or more. In short, climate is an average of long-term atmospheric conditions. Weather is an average of short-term conditions of atmosphere. Weather can change at any time during the day. See now, climate is a long-term atmospheric condition while weather is an average of short-term condition. Okay, that is the difference between climate and the weather. Weather can change at any time during the day. Change in weather conditions depends on air temperature, air pressure, humidity, rain, fog or amount of clouds, etc. Weather affects our daily agricultural activities. Indian Meteorological Department publishes a daily weather map and a report of the entire nation. Daily you can get the weather conditions. You may get the news about the weather daily. Okay, that is different. While climate is a long-term situation. India shows a large diversity and characteristics in climate conditions. Seasons change in some parts of the earth according to the wind direction. So the winds which change their direction according to the season are called monsoon winds. What are monsoon winds? This is a definition of that. The season change in some parts of the earth according to the wind direction. So the winds which change their direction according to the season are called monsoon winds. These winds are so named after the Arabic word Mausam. India, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, Pakistan and Myanmar are Asian countries which experience monsoon climate. Let's see seasonal changes. Revolution of the earth around the sun and her axial tilt are major reasons for changes in season. These you have learned in 3rd standard also, 4th standard also, and now also you are learning the same thing about the revolution. You have heard these words many a times, rotation and revolution. So revolution of the earth around the sun, okay, that is the reason why the season is changing. The axis of the earth is tilted at 23.5 Celsius and makes an angle of 66.5 Celsius. With the orbit, seasons are caused due to the axial tilt. Regions receiving more sunlight experience summer, while regions receiving less sunlight experience winter. Sun rays fall vertically over Tropic of Capricorn on 22nd December. So the southern hemisphere experiences summer and the northern hemisphere experiences winter. Nights in India are longer and colder in winter. Okay, as we just now whatever is going on, you can see the days are very short while the nights are very long. Similarly, the sun rays are vertical over Tropic of Cancer on 21st June, so the days are longer. Rotation and revolution of the earth have a direct impact on the food, clothing and residences of men. Obviously, according to the season, we are having the food, we are wearing the clothes and our residence is also like that. As in winter, we are not sleeping out of the house or on the terrace, okay? While in summer, we like to stay like that. In monsoonal countries like India, the winter and summer monsoon winds which change direction according to the season affect the seasonal weather and give peculiar characteristics of the weather of every season. That is why the climate is called monsoonal climate. Variations in the climates of India. We are having varieties in the climate also. See now, there are many variations in the climate of India. South India has a peninsular shape, hence it experiences moderate maritime climate, while the climate becomes more continental while going away from the seashore. A large part of North India is away from the sea coast, so it experiences continental climate. The Tropic of Cancer passes almost through middle of India. If you will see the map of India, you will see the Tropic of Cancer. It passes almost through middle of India. Area to the south of it falls in torrid zone, while the area to the north of it is in temperate zone. As a result, there is a large difference in the temperature and rainfall in different parts of the country. In our country, different parts are having different climates, as maybe in the rainfall or in the seasons like having cold weather or hot weather. Example, the temperature in Leh and Dras in north in Kashmir is as low as -45 degrees Celsius during winter. Shri Ganganagar and Alwar in Rajasthan record 51 degrees Celsius high temperature during summer. Similarly, Cherrapunji in Meghalaya in East India gets about 1200 centimeters rainfall annually, which is maximum in the world. Mawsynram, about 16 kilometers away from Cherrapunji, is famous for receiving maximum rainfall during 24 hours. In the west, the deserts of Rajasthan receive only 10 to 12 centimeter rainfall annually. Contradicting climate conditions are seen in our country when one region has devastating floods while the other faces drought due to intense heat and scanty or absence of rainfall. So in our country, there is the condition of maybe flood also, or others drought also at the same time. Some regions face devastating effects of thunderstorms, sandstorms and tropical cyclones. Thus, seasonal weather has diversified effects. So, these were the variations in the climates of India. We are having all type of climates in India. Now, factors affecting the climate. There are some factors on the surface of the earth which control the distribution and amount of elements of climate. These are called climatic factors. So, the factors on the surface of the earth which control the contribution and amount of elements of climate are known as climatic factors. Which are those factors? Let's see. Following factors affect the climate of India. Which are they? See, latitude, distance from sea, altitude, atmospheric pressures and winds. So latitude. What is latitude? See now here. Climatic type on the surface of the earth changes according to the latitude of the place concerned. Okay, according to the latitude of the place, the climate is changing on the earth. There is a distance of about 111 kilometers between two successive latitudes. Sun rays fall vertically over equatorial region, hence it is very hot throughout the year. India is divided into two zones of different climatic conditions, which is torrid zone and temperate zone. Okay, which are the two zones India divided into? Torrid zone and temperate zone, and how much kilometers distance is shown here between two successive latitudes, that is 111 kilometers. Okay, so first factor is latitude. Next is distance from sea. The distance of land mass from sea is another important factor affecting the climate. Water and land have different capacity to conserve and release the solar heat. As a result, coastal regions experience temperate climate, while the climate becomes continental in the interior places away from sea coast. So at the sea coast we are having temperate climate, while at the other interior places the climate is different. The climate of Mumbai in India is temperate as it is near the sea coast, while it is continental at Nagpur or Delhi. At these places are far away from sea. So the places which are nearby the sea or on the sea coast, there we are having temperate climate, while other places which are far away from sea, there we are having continental climate. So that is the second factor. Third is altitude. As we go higher in the atmosphere from sea level, air pressure and air temperature decrease. As we will go higher in the atmosphere from sea level, so what happens there? Air pressure and air temperature decrease, while higher relief gets more rain. Due to the high altitude, the Himalayan peaks remain snow covered throughout the year. This is the reason. Due to the high altitude, the Himalayan peaks remain always snow covered. Moist air cools down when it rises and gives rain. With increasing altitude of the mountains in Meghalaya, the rainfall increases. In general, air temperature decreases at 1 degree Celsius for the ascent of 165 meters or by 6.5 Celsius for an ascent of every 1000 meters from the surface of the earth. So this is the next reason, which is altitude. Okay, and the next one is atmospheric pressure and winds. India falls in the path of northeast trade winds. These winds originate due to tropical high pressure belt in northern hemisphere. It affects us. These winds deflect due to Coriolis force and blow towards equator. In past, these winds were utilized for oceanic trade, so these are called trade winds. As these winds blow over landmass, they contain less moisture. Very less moisture is there in this wind. The Indian Ocean is located to the south of India. Arabian Sea lies to the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. Due to this vast water mass, the winds passing over them absorb moisture and bring rain in India. So at all the three sides you can see, south of India we are having Arabian Sea, south we are having Indian Ocean, Arabian Sea in the west and Bay of Bengal in the east. And due to these three vast water mass, the winds passing over them absorb moisture and bring rain in India. So today we got to know that what is climate, what is weather, what is difference between climate and weather, and the factors which are affecting to the climate. We'll keep up to here today. Further we'll see in the next video. Thank you. If you are having any doubt, you may call me. Have a good day.